Hey everybody, Mark Johnson here, founder and creative director of Ape Lab Studios, back again with another episode of For the Love of Monday, episode number 41. So I hope everyone is off to a positive and productive week. You know, it's the first full week of April. I hope your April Fools was well, and just kind of starting the week off on the right foot so you can set the tone for the rest of the week. As for myself, I'm excited to start the month of April. I kind of really, I don't necessarily when I thought about it the first time, but I think it was back in March, but there was a point where I was like looking to really make April, a momentous month, try to do some things that, maybe I hadn't been doing, but definitely, want to kind of gear myself up to. So I took some challenges for myself. One of them was doing this thing, which I've done in the past, which is called SSS Beta, which is a YouTuber named Amy Schmidauer, and her channel is Savvy Sexy Social, and she's kind of like a marketer. She does YouTube as a vlogger. She kind of set out her first book as, and it's called Vlog Boss, or Vlog as a Boss, or something like that. I don't know. So, but I'll put a link to her channel and the things that she does in the description box below, just to kind of give you an idea of what she does. But Beta is vlog every day in April. And so it's an opportunity for people who are just wanting to be, or beginners, or people who are kind of maybe a little more amateur, just kind of, wanting to build up, or even towards people who, got a regular channel, they're doing videos, but they want to, create a challenge for themselves to vlog every day in April. And so I accepted that challenge. I've done it in the past. I've been successful with it, and it's a great opportunity to network with other people and just kind of, be able to reach out to people who maybe, could help you out in some way, or maybe you can learn something from them. And so that's kind of what my intent was, or always have been my intent, to kind of use that as an opportunity to kind of network and kind of, learn from other people who are, maybe levels ahead of me. The other challenge that I accepted for myself, which is a writing challenge. I saw someone post something on Instagram at one point, and I thought it would be cool to kind of use that as an opportunity to kind of, just dive right back into getting some writing done. And so I just looked up on, Google, 30-day challenge, writing challenge, and I found a list of 30 things to write about for each day of the month. So those are two things that I'm working on, but those two things actually work into the article that I want to be able to post, or review today and share with you today. This article, which is again from BehindTheHustle.com, I'm finding a lot of knowledge and a lot of information from them, so I keep going back to them. But it's from that website as well. This article is called 4 Questions to Ask Yourself Every Single Day. And I chose this article, mainly in the sense that, I knew I had at the start of the year set myself up for some things that I wanted to be able to accomplish within the 100 days of 2017. And the 100 days is coming up within maybe the next week or two. And I kind of posted the things I wanted to be able to do within the 100 days. And I've not necessarily made a tally of the things I've been able to do or complete just yet. I kind of wanted to see what I could actually go into the deadline. But I think this article speaks towards goals that you have maybe set for yourself long term, ways to kind of each and every day find ways to kind of see your progress and kind of make sure that you're on track. So these 4 questions kind of help you do that. So as I review this article, kind of think about that, and think about maybe some of the things that you have set for yourself, and maybe even start using these questions to kind of help you in your process. The title of this article is 4 Questions to Ask Yourself Every Single Day. And the number one, basically you got to divide it like this. There's 2 questions you're going to ask yourself at the beginning of the day, and there's 2 questions you're going to ask yourself at the end of the day. So let's start with the number 1 question to ask yourself at the beginning of the day. So that question to ask yourself at the beginning of the day is, what are your goals? And you ask yourself this question because sometimes, people set up long-term goals, like for example, let's just say that, by the end of the year, you want to grow your business by 20%. Okay. but you don't really have any short-term goals that lead up to that. And so the reason why you ask yourself about what your goals are is that way you can kind of start developing goals in the meantime, or things that you can do each and every day. So if you start out with what are my goals, okay, and then you can in a sense reverse engineer the things that you need to do to get to that point. And so basically you want to be able to have short-term goals that will help you get to that long-term goal, or things that you're doing every single day which will lead up to that point. So what is it that you are doing today that's going to help you get to that point? The second question that you ask yourself at the beginning of the day is, what are your challenges? Successful people are always putting challenges up for themselves, to make themselves better, to make themselves better, more knowledgeable, and even faster. And that's kind of what I've kind of been thinking. So the way you build these challenges are things that are going to make you, can make you better, make the skills that you're working on better, make you more efficient, if you want to say that, and even more knowledgeable. Like reading books. They say that you should read at least something every single day. So you want to be able to build yourself, or building your daily routine, challenges that are going to help you become better, and along with the goals that you are setting for your short-term goal to reach the long-term goal. So the number one question that you ask yourself at the end of the day is, have you reached the goals you have set for today? And you ask yourself this because it's giving you an opportunity to evaluate your progress, to evaluate your performance, to evaluate the things that you did within the day, and see if they line up with the ultimate goal that you're trying to achieve. Successful people do this, and it's just kind of one of the ways that you can help track yourself. And if you make this a habit, then at a certain point it doesn't become something that you gotta think about. Oh, I gotta think about this. It just becomes something that becomes part of your day. And that's what the key is that making it part of it, make it something that becomes a habit. So the first question that you ask yourself at the end of the day is, have I achieved the goals that I've set for myself today? The second question that you ask yourself at the end of the day is, what have I learned today? So we've gone back to evaluating our progress, evaluating our performance, in the sense that what did we learn? Here's something I kind of learned quickly just the other day. I am in the process of setting up another blog, and I was going through a server, and I was looking to get some web hosting. And the thing that I learned through that whole process is that, because when I was thinking about it beforehand, it was seeming like it was going to be a snap. I was looking on YouTube for how to do this, how to sign up with this hosting site, and it just seemed so easy. They made it seem so easy. And when I got to the actual point of doing it myself, it took longer than I expected. And the one thing that I learned from that is just kind of, especially if you're learning something new, allow yourself a little more time, because there's other things that I was trying to accomplish within that same day, that time that I spent trying to set up this hosting thing took all that time up, and so I felt rushed. I didn't feel very comfortable in the whole process, and I was even second guessing myself, thinking that process wasn't going to be successful because I wasn't at the point where I was very knowledgeable of what I was trying to do. And that takes time. I think learning that was a step that is going to help me in the long run, because I know that I'm learning something new. It's a challenge, another challenge. It's going to be something that I'm going to have to be mindful of. So again, what have you learned today that can help you in the long run become better, more knowledgeable? And even if you learn something and you realize that you're not as good as you thought you were, you're not at the point where you thought you were, even like in my example, it kind of gave me a little discouragement. But even at that, don't give up. I'm saying? It's all part of the process. You're going to fail a lot more times than you're going to be successful at a certain thing, because what would be the fun in every time you try something new, you're great at it. What would be the point of that? I think the point really is that you're going to try something new. You may fail at it, you may not be as good at it, but in the long run, if you stay persistent and you don't give up, you will be a much better person for going through all of that and then having some success at the end than if you were to have success from the beginning. So those have been the 4 questions to ask yourself every single day. Hopefully they gave you some insight into maybe some ways to be better, within your own life and the things that you are you're trying to create with your life, your goals, your passions, those kind of things. Because they've been helpful to me. I'm seeing how everything's kind of, in a sense, really lining up, and that's kind of really cool. And I'm definitely excited for the rest of this month, working on the challenge that I've set for myself. And I will definitely use these 2 questions, or these 4 questions, the beginning of the day, 2 questions, and the 2 questions at the end of the day, to help keep me mindful of my progress and the things that I can do better, and just the each and every day, the habits that I can create that can make everything a lot more streamlined. And so yeah, again, hopefully it's been helpful to you. If you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing with the channel, definitely subscribe. I want to keep making these videos, and if I know that people are watching them and enjoying them or learning from them, again, I would like to keep making these videos. But at the same time, just being able to share with other people the things that I'm experiencing, the things that I'm learning about life, and about just being a successful person. That's the real game right there. So if you enjoy it, great. And also, if you do enjoy it, definitely leave me a comment in the comment box below. Let me know what points were interested in you. Maybe you've done this, maybe you haven't, maybe you haven't really thought about it, but just me sharing it with you today kind of gave you a light bulb moment that kind of made you think about some things, and maybe would like to train some things in your life. So, like we always do at this time, have a blessed day. See you on the flip side. Let's go.